two crypto that I am betting on for the 2026 year: WLFI and Solana.
Breaking news, World Liberty Financial, WLFI, the bank started by the Trump family, Donald Trump, Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., and Barron Trump. Steve Witkoff and his boys created a decentralized platform, a stablecoin, USD1, the fastest growing stablecoin in 2025, and Trump's writing the rules, the Stablecoin Act, and it's announced that in January 2026, they're going to launch their real-world asset, part of World Liberty Financial. XRP, the bridge currency. Bitcoin, the gold. WFI, the new decentralized bank. And ABTC, American Bitcoin, the stock, the picks and shovels. That's my narrative. I'm sticking to it. Save this for 2030. We'll all look back and see how I did.
I know that some of us might be a little bit bearish on anything that Trump has his name on because of the Melania and the Trump coin fiascos. But look, man, these guys are not going to put their names on anything that will fail. And I guarantee you that with the current way that they're setting up everything for the macro this year, as far as the Fed shared, this company is not going to fail. I guarantee you the moment it pumps, they will sell. So you should do the same thing too. Let's go over here though. It says that WLFI is the governance crypto token for World Liberty Finance ecosystem, and the USD1 is the stablecoin that is going to be pegged to that. USD1 market cap has surpassed 3 billion. This is on Christmas. This is a big moment for our team and the WLFI community, but milestones aren't the goal. Building the future of financial rails is, and we're just getting started. Now, this is all bullish, man. You know, this sounds really good, and I really am encouraged by this, but I still don't plan on holding this thing for longer than, a few months or so. We'll see what it does. Venezuelan oil money will be used for buybacks to pump this chart. I know the U.S. just struck Venezuela and they have captured the president over there. This is crazy. Despite that, it seems that we are having a rally with WLFI. So I don't know if that's bullish or not. Any news that U.S. strikes somebody usually is bearish, and it doesn't translate well into gains, but it's happening today, so we'll take the win. 6 hours ago, WLFI says it's not a coincidence that everywhere you look, people are yelling USD1 season and throwing their ones up. This didn't happen overnight. It was meticulously planned, built, and manifested day after day. Those who didn't believe may want to grab an umbrella. Now, you got to be careful when it says things like this. It was meticulously planned and built and manifested day after day. Now, that's good, but when it gets to saying things like meticulously built, you got to be careful because there could be a lot of insider action going on. This could mean that there's market makers that are behind this pump. We just need to be careful when we position ourselves behind something like this. Now, I know that I could seem bearish by my sentiment here, but really I am very bullish on this. Let's see about some price predictions for WLFI. This one right here says 29.50 in the year 2026. Now, I think that's crazy, guys. For it to go to 21 cents to 29.50, we got to be careful when we see stuff like that.
My target for this has been 100 billion FDV, about $1 for price, and that hasn't changed. I don't think I want to aim for 200 billion FDV or $2. I think that's pretty far of a stretch. $1, I think it's totally doable. At current market cap, at this current circulation, if it reaches $1, that would make it a 24.6 billion market cap. That will put it right around 11. You can even say that's top 10. This will be right in line with what
this price prediction seems a little bit more realistic, and I'm going to position myself accordingly to that. I will be selling around this area, and if we do pump, I will leave a moon bag just in case we do have a little bit of a parabolic run on the backside. I'll catch some of those gains, but mostly I'm going to be out of this thing by $1.
Eric Trump has hinted about before. So Eric Trump did quote tweet this one time about 2 months ago, I want to say. So will WFI reach the top 10 coin rankings on CoinMarketCap? Apparently he tweeted yes. I think he deleted this after. I couldn't find this original tweet. If WFI reaches $1, that's at 100 billion FDV, 24.6 billion market cap, right between Cardano and Chainlink ranges. That's not that far-fetched at all. This is the official Trump family of DeFi coin, backed backed by US Treasuries, where the stablecoin has just so much upside potential in terms of the supply it can attract because it's directly done using US Treasury deals with other governments, with large entities, instead of doing small DeFi yield stuff like all other stablecoins. This is really tailored towards institutions, towards nations that want to buy up treasuries.
I mean, you can't knock the way that this sounds, man. This sounds awesome. Let me know, what do you think? What do you think on this whole WLFI, this USD1 thing? And let me know if you're positioning yourself in this. Now, before I get into Solana, I want to come over here. I got a tweet from Crypto John, and he says, too many feminine, fragile ego men walking around crying and running away from things when they get tough or don't go their way. Good things happen when least expected for a reason. Work smart, grind it out, and stay off social media. No one cares about your feelings. I think this is great advice. I think we spend too much time on social media. We spend too much time airing out our dirty laundry or our opinions about things. You're the only one that knows your goals. You are the only one that knows what you need. You're the only one that knows how much money you make, what you can afford to lose. And overall, that's what matters. So use social media, use these platforms, use all the data that you can find to formulate your own opinion on your own cryptos. Because let's be real, none of this is financial advice. None of us have a crystal ball, and who knows what can happen tomorrow. On to Solana. I sold a few 100,000 turbo today for some Solana. Instantly put that to work by staking it. I do believe that we will have a pump in turbo, but for now I'm better positioning myself in Solana, getting some more of those staking rewards, and we'll see how that plays out. Let's check this out.
Be like 10x potential in 2026. Keeping Solana in the B tier, I think Solana will be a very long-term top 10 contender. It's a more unique layer one. It's not an EVM like most layer ones. Most layer ones, they just copy and paste for Ethereum, but Solana, it allows multiple parallel transactions and it's pretty fast. It has a good layer one native smart contract system built into it for crypto day trading with bribes and tips. Pretty unique, pretty useful. Pump fun ecosystem day trading built on it. I think it's got...
Yeah, this is my sentiment on Solana. I definitely think this is going to be a long-term bag hold for me. I will sell if I do see substantial profit, but for the most part, this is going to be a long-term hold for me for the next few years at least. I definitely see the value in holding this thing for long-term, especially with the staking rewards.
$750 million has been minted on USDC Solana. Now this is massive, and let me explain this to you. Every time there's new liquidity, new stablecoins being issued, that means they're anticipating new liquidity. Is that from retail or is that from institutions? We don't know, but they're anticipating it. Everyone's thinking we're going to go down. Well, they're minting new stablecoins. And think about what chain it's actually minted on. Circle and Solana. Think about it. Everything's adding up.
Most of the crazy action happens over on Solana. It makes much more sense to transact, to build on Solana than it does on Ethereum. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some good layer ones out there, but for me, Solana is top tier. It's S tier if you ask me. The current price of Solana right now is $131, 3.3% on the week. Do I see more potential upside? Yes, absolutely I do. Solana starts the year 2026 with the price above 132. The surge builds on Solana Standout 2025, where on-chain spot volume reached 1.6 trillion, 12% of the total crypto activity, topping most centralized exchanges except Binance. Stablecoins hit nearly 11 billion in market cap on the network, ranking third globally, while real-world assets tokenized 873 million by year-end. That is a crazy number. With holder numbers up 18% to 126,000. Community excitement highlights privacy projects like Archeum and Umbra alongside infrastructure upgrades as Solana eyes bigger runs towards 200 amid ETF inflows and real-world asset growth. 200 price tag on Solana would be awesome. Even though I'm looking to get way better returns on this, 200 is a nice start. Solana on-chain spot volume officially overtakes all off-chain exchanges except Binance in 2025 at 1.6 trillion. Since 2022, Solana's on-chain volume has surged from 1% of total volume to a massive 12%, and that's per the Jupiter exchange. I mean, come on guys, you cannot fade Solana. Now, I asked ChatGPT what the price prediction for Solana would be here in 2026. And as you can see here, for the bearish, the neutral, it says that it could be $80 to $130 by the end of the year. Now, the moderate take is 115 to 150, and then bullish is 250 to 300. I say that if we can keep this 130 to 150 range. Now, if we can get to 150 and keep that level of support, then I definitely say that by year end, we can definitely hit this $300 mark. And if we can hold that going into 2027, I definitely think that would give good support for a new high. And then that we can go potentially to $1,000, $1,200 for the Solana price. That's just my opinion. This is not financial advice. So what do you think? Are you even holding Solana? Are you holding World Liberty Finance? What catalyst do you think that we have for this year that can pump those bags? Let me know in the comments. Obviously, I'm bullish on both of these. I just bought some World Liberty Finance today. I just bought some more Solana today, and I will be loading up more by the end of the week. This is just my conviction. What are your convictions? So that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you like this sort of content, give me a like and a follow, and leave a comment. Let me know what other kind of videos you would like to see. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, God bless.